Respected elders and my dear brothers, all praise be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Lord of the universe, our creator, our sustainer, our beginning and our ending, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Unlimited salam and salutation to the greatest Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We bear witness that there is none worthy of worship except Allah. He is one and He has no partners, and we bear witness the noble Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the final prophet and slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Respected elders and my dear brothers, as you are aware that Islamophobia, it's a big problem in our time. People are scared of this religion. People are scared of Muslims, and that is known as Islamophobia. It is truly one of the most pressing issues of our time, and that is it's on rise. Islamophobia is rising on a daily basis. The discrimination and prejudice the Muslim community faces here in the UK and across the world, we hear about it regularly. See it on our social media feeds, on the news, and may have been unfortunate to experience it ourselves. Sometimes we ourselves experience the Islamophobia. Islamophobia manifests itself in many ways, whether it is ridiculing our religion, inciting hatred towards Islam and Muslims, or in the worst cases, verbal and physical attacks on Muslims. The worrying things for us is that these attacks are rising and becoming more and more common. Sometimes we think because we're not mixing with the non-Muslims, we don't know how they think of Muslims. Many of them really, they really fear. It's just like, naturally they believe the Muslims are a threat. Muslims are dangerous people. And because we don't know and we don't mix, we don't have that realization. So they have, and of course they've been brainwashed and they've been misguided and they've been misinformed by different groups, animals of this religion, and most importantly, mainstream and many other media organizations. They are working actively to brainwash the people, and they have a negative view about this religion. Of course, we have responsibilities as Muslims, and our Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said in hadith, مثل المؤمنين في توادهم وتراحمهم وتعاطفهم مثل الجسد. So he said in this hadith, the believers in their mutual mercy, love and compassion are like single body. If one part of it feels pain, إذا اشتكى منه عضو تداعى له سائر الجسد بالسهر والحمى. If one part of the body feels pain, the rest of the body will join and stay away from suffering fever. Meaning, like, if one part of the body feels the pain, then the whole entire body will feel the pain and suffering. And that's how Muslim Ummah is like one single body. Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said in a hadith, "Man ra'a minkum munkaran falyughayyirhu biyadihi." If you see anything that is wrong and evil, then try and change with your hands. Of course, you have to be, if you have the authority, if you have the capacity to change with the hands, then you change with the hands. But if you cannot do that, فَإِن لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ فَبِلِسَانِهِ. If you can't do that, then at least speak. If you have the opportunity, if you have the right of speaking, then speak and try and change the situation. However, if you couldn't do that, someone said, if you couldn't do that as well, then at least hate and dislike. We are responsible people. كلكم راع وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته. All of you are responsible people in this world, and you'll be questioned about your mas'uliyah, about your responsibility in the next world on Yawm al-Qiyamah by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this problem of Islamophobia, it's really rising and it's real. And as I say, obviously this Islamophobia can lead to even massacre like what happened in Bosnia in 1995, the genocide that happened in Bosnia and all those Eastern European countries. It was due to the Islamophobia. It was because Muslims are somehow dangerous to their neighbors, to their fellow members in society, and they're a threat for other people in society. So we have a responsibility to remove and to clarify those situations and also help the situation in the best possible manner. Number one, I say, what we can do in order to help ourselves and help our communities, Muslim communities, and our brothers and sisters. So number one is to educate yourself and other Muslims on hate crime, in particular Islamophobia, and encourage people to report every crime to the police. So for example, if you have experienced Islamophobia attacks or comments or even verbally, physically, in whatever form and shape, it is so important that we report it to the police, because our Muslim leaders and many of the responsible people work very hard to actually make a specific department where Islamophobic attacks or reports can be recorded, which later on can be seen as percentage, and this was done through the efforts of many Muslim leaders and responsible people. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward them. So it's important that we report. Number two, we say that we need to initiate public awareness campaign to help non-Muslims understand the impact of anti-Muslim prejudice. That non-Muslims need to really understand how bad this can be. I mean, I've mentioned that Bosnia, for example, in 1995, what happened was a genocide, the crime against humanity. It's a cleansing the way it happened. So non-Muslims need to be aware that this can lead to bigger problems. So as Muslims, responsible people, conscious people, we have to make the awareness and get involved in any activity that we may find or it may be available in order to create awareness, especially amongst non-Muslims, that affect the consequence or the aftermath of Islamophobia or anti-Muslim crimes. We must disseminate better the fact that Islamophobia is a problem for society, to tackle as a whole, not just Muslims. It's not the responsibility of Muslims only, but it is the responsibility of the whole entire community, whether Muslims, Christians, Jews, people of faith, and people without faith. Everybody has that responsibility. Number three, I say also educate the non-Muslim da'wah. In whatever shape and form we can do, we should educate non-Muslims. Telling the truth about Islam. Islam is a religion of kindness, compassion, mercy. All the beautiful aspects of Islam should be presented to them, because sadly and unfortunately, some individuals gave a wrong concept, or misunderstanding, or negative aspect of Islam by, of course, doing a few things here and there, maybe in some parts of UK or France, like some attacks maybe here and there, and that's how they believe that all Muslims are maybe like that. And so they have this misunderstanding that Islam is all about killing, it's all about murdering, it's all about killing innocent people. And they've been told, and it's been, of course, it was made big in front of them by the media as well. So as Muslims, we have to educate ourselves and also non-Muslims, and also do the da'wah. And the best way we do the da'wah is just by being a good person, by being a good individual, by being a good human being with the prophetic akhlaq, the prophetic character. And this way, inshallah, hopefully we can help ourselves and help Muslims who are living as a minority in this country and in the whole entire, of course, the European soil, where Muslims are living as a Muslim minority. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ability to practice upon what has been said. نسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يتقبل منا ومنكم وأن يجعلنا من الذين يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه التائب من الذنب كمن لا ذنب له